Hey, this is Tryptine Astrology Readings, and I'd like to add a few details that I've observed about stuff going on in the sky right now. Uh, I think Mercury conjunct Pluto, Mercury staying stuck conjunct Pluto, it's really intensifying the somber, serious Capricorn energy in the air. The piercing reflection, the neurotic uh, way that we feel in our minds right now, it's also imbued with Aries and Capricorn. So we've got Aries and Capricorn clashing together through the satellites, the conduits of Uranus and Pluto. It's it's some somber, incisive reflection, and there's this warmth in the air too. There's kind of like I can't tell if it's my imagination or not, but I feel like when certain Mars aspects happen in the sky, I can feel it like in my blood or something, like some kind of like like my face is flushed with like blood or something. It feels like physical vitality, blood coursing through my veins. For some reason, I feel this warmth in my body whenever I feel a Mars aspect like this. It could just be my imagination, I'm not sure, but um I'm going to look at the transit chart for the next few days and see if there's anything that I missed. Okay, let's see. Well, Venus is almost exactly conjunct the galactic center right now. So that implies that some kind of social vision or some kind of social revelation could come. It coincides with this Mercury staying stuck on Pluto square Uranus. So as of right now, Mercury is still at 16 degrees, still exactly square Uranus, which means that Mercury square Uranus is the more dominant component of this than Mercury conjunct Pluto yet. So let's look at the chart. It's full moon. Okay. Oh yeah, someone commented on my last video something ultra insightful. I didn't even notice that, but on the 22nd, oh wow, yeah, tomorrow morning, Friday morning, at the same exact time as Mercury comes to conjoin Pluto, Mercury and Pluto will oppose the moon that will also square Uranus. That, yeah, that's a very, very good synchronicity to pick up on. On point. On point, commenter. On point. So at that time, tomorrow morning, it's basically going to be like this. There's going to be a slow, steady progression of this somber, piercing, incisive, neurotic, electric, incisive mental energy building. It's going to keep building, and then tomorrow morning, something's going to burst, especially for the more lunarly inclined people. I'm not one of those people, so I forget to take note of lunar transits because, I'm not a very lunarly inclined person. I'm more like a fire air type person rather than more intuitive, but I have my own type of intuition, but okay, so the moon in Cancer is always intense. There's no type of moon like the moon in Cancer. Emotions. So, Mercury conjunct Pluto is about purging as is. It's about tears and purging and releasing things that have to do with communication in the mind, Mercury. And the background is Sirius Capricorn or fiery Aries. So the moon will oppose Mercury and Pluto tomorrow morning. It's going to add an emotional depth to the mental purging. Something's going to purge. I know something's going to purge. It may not be for me or for you, but for the people that are hit by this the hardest, this will happen. Depends on who you are. Depends on where the planets strike you in your chart. Okay, so tomorrow morning, Moon in Cancer opposite Mercury conjunct Pluto. Except the day after tomorrow, the 23rd, the full moon. Now this full moon almost squares Mars. I don't think it's exactly far enough or close enough to quite square Mars, but it's close. So there could be a tension, a frustration. Mars in Scorpio is a piercing, fiery type of... It's also a purging energy. It's a very purging energy, like Mercury conjunct Pluto. So, yeah. Full moon at 3 degrees Aquarius and 3 degrees Leo. Right on the cusp of Aquarius, Leo, and Capricorn, Cancer. It's my full moon. I told you that before, though. Sorry about the disorganized way that I'm doing these videos. It's just, I got a lot to focus on this week, so I'm doing all this work for my website, Era of Wisdom. And, yeah, exhausted. Much love, peace.